Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian, Weirskynet, and this is the next episode of Pixel Purge. I know, we're back again, folks. So today's game of choice is going to be none other than Fortnite. Now, you're probably thinking, why Fortnite, right? But we've done Call of Duty, we've done quite a few kind of the first-person shooter ones as well. But bear in mind, Fortnite does run on Unreal Engine 5 now. Probably the latest version of it, so the graphics are really crisp and the most probably up-to-date Fortnite it's ever been. So it's good to see it the before running in full 4K, HDR, ray tracing, whatever you can throw at it graphics wise. We'll put it on, we'll take some screenshots, and then we'll put it to the lowest resolution physically possible, and we'll turn everything off. And we'll turn back all the view distance and things like that as well, just see how bad it actually looks and plays. Will it still be the same game? Will you still play it? Well, we shall soon find out, folks. But before we do that, if you haven't done already, drop the channel a wee like and subscribe, folks, and check out some of the other playlists as well. And a thank you once again to everybody that already does this. Keep being amazing, folks. Right, so it's in the Epic Game Store, isn't it? So here we go, Fortnite. It's probably an update for it. Not been in Fortnite for a couple of months, to be fair. This will be interesting. Easy and cheap. I do like how Fortnite's just kept going and he's got all these crossovers with it. It's the one thing that has got going for it. There's so many crossovers with it, like TV shows, superheroes, Marvel, Disney, Walking Dead, Star Wars, you name it, kind of thing, Terminator. They've had some crossovers for pretty much everything in it. Right. Connecting. Yeah, I'm not really bored about the battle pass. Right, so welcome to the Fortnite shop. Right, fair enough, got it. Wasn't looking for a shop. Claim all. Passes. Right, so if we go to settings, so currently just now we've got it on windowed full screen mode. VSync is, I'm going to turn VSync on. Frame rate limit is just set to unlimited. DirectX 12, brightness, user interface, motion blur off because I don't like it. Graphics quality, auto set it to epic anyway, I think. Aye, so it's set it to epic. And super resolution, recommended, dynamic 3D resolution, don't need it. So hardware ray tracing, let's turn that on. Show frames per second off, latency markers. Don't really need that. Graphics quality. Right, so that should do it. Right, so what we shall do, can we just go into Fortnite OG, zero build, right, what we'll do is I'll just go into the Fortnite zero build, right, so first thing is first though, right, let's take a wee screenshot here, just on this bit of the, you see the raw screenshot saved. This is just the basic box standard main menu here, folks, so you'll see obviously how it looks there, the character. Right, so I've picked up so like the wee Terminator character. And then let us go introduce zero build. Simple edit. No, zero build. There we go. Right, there we go. Battle Royale, zero build. Now, obviously, it's going to be different every time that we land. It's not going to be the same thing when we land all the time, or where we land. But it is going to be different every time, folks. So, but we'll try and take a similar amount of screenshots. Even found. Here we go. Right. I just noticed there that my sound was a wee bit off there, so apologies there, folks. Windows done an update, and when Windows does updates, it likes to set every device back to the defaults instead of keeping the ones that are already set. No, I'll just change it to a default device that is not in fucking use. Windows for you folks, Microsoft. Preparing shaders. So like I said, this runs off. Where's my sound away to? Properties. Ah, there we go. There we go. And I'm just going to jump here, right? So let's just take a wee. Oh. Is this just rose here? No, we're alright, we're alright. Right, so let's just take a wee screenshot there. So obviously, like the view distance, you can see everything. So you can see a good amount of things just in the background there. Alright. I'll take a screenshot there. He's like he's wee HK drone. Right, I'll die here already. Right. Let's just. Let's just get out of this area then. Right, and take some like screenshots. Run about here, right? So, scenery wise. Looks crisp, doesn't it? Looks rendered. Too much action going on there, than so we'll just leg it. Right, so let's go and have a wee look about the map. Right, 3 detail there as well. Right, the sky detail. Oh. It's one of the games that could be really, really similar or it might just look completely and utterly different. That's the thing, you just don't know. So have a wee look at the water effect. So, right, so there's the water in it. It doesn't obviously look like cinematic like you've got like other games here that do run it on Unreal Engine. But you can see like the ray tracing effects here because you're getting reflections. So it is there. No. But there you go, sunset and moving clouds. Could look very different. And then just look at the paths as well. Like the road. Obviously Fortnite does have like a kind of cartoony feel about it. But there is things that you can test it with. Like the signs. Like any of the wee kind of vending machines here like that. That are, as you can see, very, very clear. So, I should go around about here. Right, so we'll go up this way and see what we can find. I think the fun bit is for this one is going to be when you lower the graphics just to see how it does actually look. Right, let's go over to actually to the building here. Have a look at the building. I don't know what this season is on. Oh, there we go. Right, right, so we're doing not too bad here. We've still stayed alive relatively. Supernova Academy, that is right, Utopia City. This must be one of the themed things in it now. Oh. But we'll go and see if we can have a wee look at it anyway. Then out. He's gotta go up the top, hasn't he? Take a wee cheeky wee screenshot there. There we go. speed anyway, so Celine Air, right. Taking a couple of screenshots there, right? But we get the gist there. So, return to lobby. That takes us up to around about the 15-minute mark there. Just a wee kind of walk about it, get to see how it looks beforehand. Or screenshots of it beforehand. And now, we'll pause it. I will lower the graphics settings and everything to potato mode. And then we shall restart it, folks. Season 2. Hey folks, welcome back. So we have changed the graphics. Yes. Now, I shall show you first what we've got it set on. So, we've got to put it full screen because if you put it windowed mode, it doesn't work right in the lowest resolution. So, we've got it full screen and it's 1280 by 720. So 720p we're running it at. The lowest frame rate it can go is 30 frames per second. Rendering mode, I've set it to performance, lower graphical fidelity. It disables most rendering features that way. And view distance near, textures low, meshes low, frames per second off, and everything is pretty much low. So, that's how it looks in this wee bit here, like the characters. As you can see, looks quite kind of jaggy around the edges, doesn't he? Come on, Microsoft. I'm trying to take a screenshot here. You ever notice this when you try and use a Microsoft thing to take a screenshot? There we go. Screenshot saved. Thank you very much. So let's try it. I mean, how much of the page it's taken up just by this wee bit here. Right, so this has got to look quite different, I think. Interesting to see obviously the view distance because we've seen how it was when you're high up, how far you could see. You could pretty much just turn right around and see the view, the full map. You could overlook the full map, everything. So it will be interesting to see how it looks when you don't have that, if you know what I mean. And it's just running at 30 frames a second. It's capped at 30 frames a second. Which is quite funny considering it's a 4090 it's running off of. But purpose of this podcast here, folks. Wow, right, it's not even it's not even red. Look at that, look, it's no rendered the Terminator. It's no rendered the outfit. Oh no, there we go. I honestly thought there for a wee second that it was just... Wow, man, look at the tree. That is crazy. The road doesn't look too much different. Obviously, it's just no rendering further out. But... this is going to be quite... I mean, what? There's nothing there. Alright. Right, so there you go. So the view distance from up high, you can still kind of see it, so you can. But it doesn't really, it's not as clear as anything, you're not making anything out from here. It's a very, very different game. Right, so, we'll fly into somewhere. Let's just try and see if we can go back to where we were actually. Right, so here we go. Just look at the ground straight away. I mean, you can tell it's still Fortnite, yeah, but it's a very, very fuzzy looking Fortnite, isn't it? I mean, look, some of the things there, look, I'm just getting stuck through. I'm guessing that's meant to be a pole, see, like a post. Now, I don't know if that would still be there if it was a higher rendering of the game. It might be, it might not be. Ah, it's somebody. I'm trying not to die this early on here. Right, so there's the tree. For instance, now you've seen the textures of the cheap tree before. And this was also this kind of event building. It just looks... Try to see if we can get back to that wee store bit again. Had the vending machines out the front. Don't know about that wee thing, is it? Sidekick hero. Alright, there we go. Right, anyway, let's see what else we can find here. Ah, I'm heading to the water actually, because there was guns down the water, weren't there? And we did take a picture down at the water as well, so... I mean, like I said, the water wasn't as high, kind of reflective quality, as like it was in some of the games you use Unreal. But you were seeing like the paths, like the ray tracing effects there. Right, there we go. I got a couple of wee wins there as well. So, back into the water again. Aye, so, like, we did take a picture of the sky. Oh, look, top of the clouds. It's just no rendering effect. It still looks quite... I don't know what it looks like, but it's soaring the eyes and staring at it all the time. So try to figure out how it's... I'm guessing it's just like the cloud effects meant to be coming through like the volumetric clouds. But it just doesn't render it, if you know what I mean. It's too many folk round about there. I'm not really wanting to go and engage with folk now. If I can get away with it. Right, run away from the car as well, because that'll just knock us down. Aye, look at the textures. And also, look, you've seen like the grass as well. You've seen like all the grass around and like the blades of grass and everything, like the flowers there. It's just flat, you're not getting it. It's just like flat greenage. Almost like a kind of wee PS3 type game, PS3, PS2 type game. But where it's meant to look a little better, but it just doesn't, if you know what I mean. So it's weird when you see it. Well, I'm trying to find where that. Ah, right, it was around here, wasn't it? This is where we went. Aye. Aye, this is where we went, so we went here. Let's see if we can go this way. Right, so here's this big massive complex here as well, which is probably just the event one. I don't know what the event is this season. I think it's something Marvel related. Right. The car there as well. I didn't see a car beforehand, so we didn't get a picture of that one. But let's just take it back out again onto the actual scenery itself. So, I mean, look at the difference in kind of tree rendering. Shit, the thing's gas is coming in. We'll just run uphill in it. I mean, it's still very playable. This is a takeaway for this, right? It is still very playable, and if you did have a PC, you didn't have a console or anything like a PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X or something like that, or Series S, and you were playing it off a PC, it was kind of like a lower spec PC. This is how it would look. I mean, it's still very, very playable. And as I said, I've capped it at 30 frames a second. You probably could. You probably could cap it at something different. I mean, you could cap it at 60, or you could attempt to cap it at 60 frames per second and see how it looked at that as well. But it definitely does. Take one there as well. And then just another one over the main event, kind of building there in the background. You can make it out, but it's just not giving you like the draw distance as well that much. Aye, the houses even. See, the walls look really, really lower quality as well. The tree, look at the wee mini trees. So aye, there is a lot of differences in the game. Right, so what we'll do is let's quit back at that. So now return to lobby. Yes. So I've taken some screenshots here. As I said, it's not going to be exact screenshots, but I'll give you an overview and the side by side, the kind of the videos of the before. You know how it looked before. This is how it kind of looks afterwards, when it's capped to like 720p, 30 frames a second. Everything down as low as it'll possibly go. So we'll pause it here, and I shall get the screenshot set up, and then we'll come back and we'll do a wee comparison, folks. Back in two. Hey folks, welcome back. So the screenshot comparison now, this is where we're at. So the first part of it showed you the game running full 4K graphics, ray tracing effects on, lighting effects on, everything set to epic, DLSS for everything pretty much optimized for frame generation as well, and it looked really, really crisp as Fortnite can, if you know what I mean, because it's a kind of cartoony style game. And then we done it running at 720p, 1280 by 720, and with everything set to low, and the frame rate capped at 30 frames per second as well. Not even using DirectX 12 or anything. So this is the screenshots. So, straight away, you can notice the Terminator character there, look. Just look at the shine round about his hand compared to there. See, you're no getting it. See, that's your ray tracing there is providing that shiny effect, like the chrome effect there, which you're no getting. See, like the bits of the chrome shining through there, that's your ray tracing kicking in, kind of thing. Anti-analysing, making it look all kind of sharp around the edges that you're just no getting. So, on to the next one. This was a menu. I don't think I took one of the menu. No, I didn't. Right, right, here we go. Da, 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 da. So, if we go zoom in. So, there you go, straight away. I mean, you can even just look at the writing, even just, you notice it even just on the writing. But then look at the quality of the trees. That's the trees there in the sea round about the island in the background. Like the mountain ranges and things like that there. Look at the Terminator's outfit as well that you can see. Like the shoes, you can see all the quality in the shoes. The backpack as well, the flames there look a wee bit more crisper as well. The detail on that looks a lot more crisper as well. The gun, you can make out the parts in the gun, which you're kinda do it there, but it looks very blurry there, if you know what I mean. So on the ground, I didn't take one out of that actually. There I did. I should have took one of that, but I didn't. But again, look, just look at even the ground effects. Look, this is from up high, and you can see the quality and the shading round about the HK. Aye, look, there's the grass. Look, it's actually rendering like blades of grass, which you only get rendered in there. It's just like a mesh over the top of it. The stones as well. The tree there. Look. I mean, aye. And even just at the greenery round about the bottom of the tree. Like the plants, the flowers, the grass, which you're just no getting there. Look, see. That looks almost like kind of like fish scale type thing there. Whereas there it looks more wooden kind of barky tree style. It's just, that's what I'm saying, it just won't render it. And then look at the backpack there. See? And then look how blurry it looks at the other side there as well. So there is this big difference here. It is still Fortnite though. That is, don't take that away from it. I mean, well, take this away from it, but it is still Fortnite. This was a building, wasn't it? We did take one of the sky. There we go. So, like the sky there, you can see it's, if you zoom right in, right there, that effect there is probably that there. Like the outskirts of the clouds, but it's just no rendering it right. It doesn't have the ability or the effects turned on to fully render it as if it is like a smoke cloud coming by. So it just looks bubbly. That's what it'll be doing there. But then look at the trees in the background, look how different they look. So much different, man. Very much different. So let's see, we did take one, there's one there down at the water. So look, the water effects. So you can see there the reflection of the bridge, which is your ray tracing kicking in. But there, it's no rendering it, see? It's no rendering any reflections because the ray tracing's turned off. So you're not getting that extra kind of wee bit of quality that looks as if it's like actual water in the river, if you know what I mean. See, there you go. Right, let's see what other ones we have here. This was a building. see, I couldn't find those signs. That was the only thing. I wish I had found them. Like, aye, look, the buildings, look at how jagged around the edges it is compared to how smooth. This is me zooming right in, and it's all smooth and crisp, kind of hang around the edges. Where jaggy. We didn't get a picture of the cars, near we did. Aye, see. So there is like a lot of differences that you can. It still is Fortnite, right? So when you look at it, it is still Fortnite at the end of the day. It's still very much playable, but if you're being used to playing it on like an Xbox Series S or PS4, PS5, things like that, but the graphics quality is a lot higher than 720p at 30 frames a second with no graphics bells and whistles turned on. Would you still play it at that? Would you still enjoy playing it at that? Or would you be looking at videos online going, how does mine look at that kind of thing, and want to play it at the higher resolution? You can let me know in the comments, folks. It gets you kind of mind thinking about these ones here. Would you still play it? And I think, is it still the same game? It very much is still the same game. It doesn't distract or anything. That one of the issues when you strip the graphics back was when it loaded in, it took longer to load up the actual skin. Now, I don't know if that's just because it's no loading all the graphics effects with it, and it's one of the skins, some parts of the skin might be kind of tied into some of your advanced graphics settings and things for shading and everything, so I might just have gave it like a box standard wee character to start with. Who knows? Answers in the comments, folks. But thank you for taking the time to watch this episode of Pixel Purge. My name's Brian, Weirskynet. Hopefully you have enjoyed this one, folks. If you have, by all means drop the channel a wee like and subscribe. Check out some of the other playlists that will be here and here as well. And I shall catch you all in the next one. Have a good day, folks. Bye.